We've got baseball for you this afternoon from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Oakland A's and the Cleveland Indians. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Andrew Miller, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
So stepping in, Wesley Davis. He will lead this one off today.
Wesley.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one. So, fellas, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's 0 for 5. First delivery to him on the way. Strike one to start the at-bat. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. 0-1 pitch on its way. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He will give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
So now it's Mark Canha as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there, on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and it's a foul ball. And that one just missed outside. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Just underway here in Cleveland. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Kendall Graveman gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yeah, Matt, here's the scoop on Kendall Graveman. Not an overpowering guy, 93 to 94 miles an hour. Good slider, good changeup. Will throw an occasional curveball. Not really a strikeout guy. He's more of a pitch-to-contact guy. And if he's throwing well early, you'll know he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
Now in the box, Jose Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and no strikes. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they got to find a way to put yesterday behind them. They got pounded without question, but today is a new day, and they regroup and grind and try and do the little things to try and win this ball game.
2-1 to Jose Ramirez. On a line, that's a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 3 for 9. He's taken him deep once. On a line, that's a base hit.
First 2 batters find a sweet spot, barrel up perfectly. These fans have to be excited. Middle of the order coming to the plate now. After those first 2 ABs, this could be a laser show.
Striding in for the Indians, Francisco Lindor, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing as he's able to fight this one off. Foul. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. Ramirez on third. Naquin at second. Lindor at first with no outs. Two. Fouled away. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. It's a grand slam. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game, but things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam, and they might not be done yet.
Here's Jay Bruce now.
Right fielder.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He comes into this one at 248. 16 homers, 39 driven in. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Now a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. Tough ruling, but it's out number one. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, I know these pitchers are going to be very careful when dealing with Jason Kipnis. He's coming off a nice month where he had 8 home runs. That's like 2 every week. If you could throw out 2 every week, you're going to have big numbers at the end of the year, and that's what he did last month. It showed me a lot about who he is and the power he has.
Hot shot down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 4 runs here in this half inning. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that misses 2-2. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one. That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some steep trouble.
In now for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis. And the Tribe with an opportunity for still more damage here in the first. First offering on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Brunkman looking up. Whoa, give me a break. That landed in Heritage Park. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Number 18 for him on the campaign. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, he had the right idea, trying to bust him inside. But that pitch caught too much of the plate, and he took it deep for a 2-run homer. That was a nice swing of the bat.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Comes into his first at-bat at 283. 13 home runs, and he's driven in 45. Down and away, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left, and that's off the left field wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
In now, Francisco Mejia, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 5 homers, 26 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. Zimmer leads off second with one gone in the inning. Lifted the other way out to left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. The relay, and he'll make it into third base as on the F7 he gets in there with two away.
That was a nice job to track that one down in the alley because it definitely saved the run from scoring. Instead, he's only able to move up to third.
Striding in once again, Jose Ramirez. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Line to the right side. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Standing in now, Tyler Naquin, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Swing and a hard hit ball down the line in right. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Daniel Kalum comes on to work. Much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 8 runs already in this inning. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's going to get down out there. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second, make it 9-0.
First baseman, number 10, Edwin.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Edwin Encarnacion. He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is under it. And that retires the side. But not before they hang a 9-spot. On him here to really open up this ball game. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1. He's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting range. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Here's Chris Davis now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He comes in with 16 home runs on the season so far. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. A's are gone and ordered. Ready for another chance? Jay Bruce, 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And a fastball just a bit up. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielder. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Check swing grounder to the right side. This is foul for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. To his left, Olson. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Kipnis. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And there you see the Tribe leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the ball club. Digging in for his second at bat, Bradley Zimmer.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
First pitch on its way. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Bradley Zimmer with a 2-run shot. Number 14 on the season as the blowout continues.
Yeah, I love a team that keeps fighting with 2 outs like they did here. The previous batter gets on board with a single, and his teammate does even better with an absolute bomb. That's good baseball.
The catcher, number 33.
Into the box, Francisco Mejia, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. 3-0 now.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Wow, all I know is these guys don't need any more help to get on base. Believe it or not, that's the first walk they've gotten. They've done all their damage the hard way. See if they can add to it here.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Brugman going back on it, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So with 1 away, time for a check of the American League Central Division as you get a look there at where the Indians find themselves in the race. Next up for the A's, Josh Phegley. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. He's set, and the pitch. Line drive to center field. Naquin is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And next to bat will be Jacob Brugman. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Pulled toward right center field. Naquin's under it. And that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail in this one 11-0. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Count, and the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Brugman's under it. 1 out. So 1 gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West as you see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Brugman racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Well, you can't fault the center fielder's efforts there. He tried to track it down, but I don't think he had much of a chance to get there. His teammates will eventually help him out, but by that time, he's safely at third.
Edwin Encarnacion now. Now Edwin with a swing and a deep drive to left. Onto the home run porch and gone. So a two-run home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His second of the game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, as a team, they've gone yard 4 times, and this guy's accounted for half of them. Memo to all pitchers the rest of the game: if this guy comes to the plate, you might want to pitch around him.
Here's Jay Bruce now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 1-0 now to Bruce. 1-1 the count. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Grounded back up the middle. Simeon's there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 8.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ronnie Chisenhall. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Chu is in his tracks now, and that will retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 3 innings complete. The Tribe lead. Digging in the switch hitter, Wesley Davis, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside, fighting it off for a nice base hit.
From the stretch, a fastball right down the middle for a strike.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
Chu is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a left-handed batter and thrower. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Mark Hanna is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Davis leads off first with 1 away. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Takes a knee-high fastball, and they're runners at the corners now. Nope. And he misses with it, 1-1. Two and one to the A's first baseman.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien lifted out towards straightaway center field. Naquin is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. A's strand a couple. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. Santiago Casilla answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Digging in and looking for more, Jason Kipnis, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. A wave and a miss.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Chu has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Ready to take his hacks again, Bradley Zimmer, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. Line, that's a base hit into left field.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. The throw pulls him off the bag.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016 and just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
1-0 the count. Zimmer over at second. Mejia first, one gone. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Now the 1-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And Chu will hustle the ball into the infield, so that runner will have to hold at third.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Stepping in now, Tyler Naquin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
The 1-0. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
The batter, the shortstop.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started that swing a bit too early. Here's the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Semien ranging into the outfield. He can't get to it. This one's down. And there's out number 2. Throw won't get him.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Now the 2-1. Sharp ground ball to third. But that finds its way through for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel of the ball right there. Able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Standing in now, Jay Bruce. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Good lead off the second there. Now the pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but foul.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And he takes ball. 3, so it's a full count now. Pulled toward right center field. Chu shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Another good inning here for the Indians. Hey, fun times in Cleveland again. We're back to Progressive Field after this. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Digging in, Matt Chapman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. Well, this one had the makings of a great pitcher's duel, but has developed into something of a lopsided contest. What do you make of this one, fellas?
Yeah, Matty, we are expecting a pitcher's duel in this one. It's working for one guy. The other guy, not so much. Didn't have good feel for his breaking stuff or his off speed and had to come over the middle of the plate. I don't care how hard you throw, Dan. In this league, guys will catch up to it.
You know what, Dero, you hit it. It's been the story of two really good pitchers, two power pitchers. One guy making good pitches, the other not making good pitches, leaving some balls out over the plate, and hence he's walking. It looks like he's going to walk away taking a loss in this one.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that. Fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Here comes the Indians manager to make that slow trip to the mound. And he's going to make a move here, as that'll do it for Andrew Miller. So he'll depart here. And you know he would have loved one more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Indians, number 27, Ryan Shaw.
Into the box, Josh Fegley, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Count is 1-2.
This is on the ground over to first. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Still 16-0. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The pitch. Grounded to first. Olsen is up with it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason.
Digging in once again, Jason Kipnis. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Designated hitter, number 4, Bradley Zimmer.
So coming to the plate, Bradley Zimmer. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. Here comes the first pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Zero.
1-1. Here's a high pop-up. Chapman is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3 as it remains a 16-0 ball game. Ready for another chance? Jacob Brugman. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the 6th inning. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bruce has a read on it. 1 out.
The batter, number 14.
Digging in and looking for more, Wesley Davis. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Now a changeup hit on the ground to shortstop. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
The right fielder, number 17.
Ready once again, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Athletics so far. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. 1-2-3 go the A's. Still 16-0. Blake Trinan gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Francisco Mejia. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. 4-1. Trinan has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Brugman's under it. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose.
So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swinging a soft liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. Liner toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Digging in to try it again, Francisco Lindor. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Now it's spinning a throw back to second. Don't want to forget about it. He's set and the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. This year against right-handed pitching, Lindor brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And no swing apparently. Ball one. Ramirez on second. Naquin is over at first with one away. Hit out towards second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But the recovery will come too late, and the bases are loaded now. Edwin Encarnacion now has got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation. Seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting the guy in from third.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Would have been a grand slam if he'd straightened it out. Instead, it's a foul ball. Bases are loaded with only one out.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with two away now.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Jay Bruce now. And he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike one. Two out, bases loaded. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Would have been a grand slam. Instead, it's a foul ball from the stretch. Nothing in two count, and the pitch. Swing and a ground ball, and this should get him out of it. Reined in on the first, and the Triber held in check as the inning is left for the Indians, as it remains a 16-0 ball game. So now it's Mark Canha, and to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. No balls and one strike. 0-1, here it comes. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Swing and a ground ball to third. And that's the second out. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. No runs, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Athletics so far. Hit down the third base line. high in the air out to center field.
Naquin's on his horse.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. Still 16-0. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. The 2-1. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Striding in once again, Jason Kipnis. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. Bradley Zimmer waits on deck. 3-1 now to Kipnis. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Now here's a swing by Kipnis, and he connects on this one out to deep right field. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second home run of the game, as this lead got even wider. Getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. 1-2 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Got him to go down swinging there. Francisco Mejia is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
4 hits already in this one and looking for number 5 here. The windup and the 0-1. Down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. 3 runs already home here. And that one got a piece of him.
And I'll tell you, this is the last guy in the lineup you want to put on base for free. He's probably feeling a little salty after getting drilled, and he's got speed to burn, so look for him to try and make something happen out there.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. There's one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, the shortstop.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Lindor.
Here's the first pitch to him. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Now here's a shot out to right center field. In to score is the runner from first.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
That evens it up 1-1. Getting a few steps off the second there. Now the pitch. This is line to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch to end the inning. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Here's Chris Davis now. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left, number 17 for him on the season, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
No hits to this point. The 1-0. Here's a high pop-up. Encarnacion is under it, no problem. One away.
Up next for Oakland, catcher.
Stepping in, Josh Fegley. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. From the stretch. And that one just missed outside. This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Encarnacion. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Brugman. 0 for 2. He's flown out twice. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So 1 run here on 1 base hit, the home run. Ryan Dull enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready for another shot now, Jay Bruce. Attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Manny V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Too low, 1-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. And now time is called as a beach ball has made its way out into left field here. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 14 on the season as the blowout continues. In now for Cleveland, Jason Kipnis. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Chu is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed up a little high. 2 out, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. And those don't come along every day. Into the box now, Francisco Mejia, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Indians forced to settle for one. 9th inning coming up. The Indians lead it 21. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Wesley Davis starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. 6th home run on the season for him, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
So now it's Mark Canha as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Shot towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the 2nd out. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson. First pitch coming, here it is. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And now this crowd, a bit over 30,000 strong, comes to their feet. 2-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Last strike now for Oakland.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
21-2 the final tally today. The Cleveland Indians came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Brian Shaw gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Kendall Graveman couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The winning pitcher is Brian Shaw. His record is now 6-4. The safety, Brian Shaw. The loss goes to Kendall Graveman. Just his fourth loss of the season. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. A reminder that the Regional Transit Authority provides convenient but portable service to and from Progressive Field. The Rapid Transit provides direct service to Tower City, only a short 10-minute walk from Progressive Field through RTA's walkway to Gateway.
Time now for baseball on the show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Today, Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. It's Nationals baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Gio Gonzalez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
So striding forward now, D. Gordon. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1, and we are underway at the Beltway. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Roll, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
2-1 in head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzalez. He's 1 for 3. This is in the air out to right. Harper is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Gonzalez steps into his windup. First pitch on the way. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. High and away, not close. 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Stepping up now, Justin Bour, and he's swinging a pretty hot bat coming in. Hits in each of his last 7 games. Here's the first pitch to him. And he just misses with a curveball.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. And a fastball just a bit high.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
3-1. Taken, strike 2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Good lead off the second there. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Josh Tomlin gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
In now for Washington, Daniel Murphy. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Nope.
And there's ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Backhanded. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Martin Prado now. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Martin Prado.
Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. Harper has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Time for a look at the Curly W on D. In the outfield, Michael Brantley. This guy broke the Indians franchise record for consecutive games without an error in 2013. Has great range and is very sure-handed out there. Always going to make the play.
Up next from Miami, JT Realmuto. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground to short. Turner has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting 8, left fielder, Rick Burks.
Striding into the box, Rick Burks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
In now, Josh Tomlin. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball one. Looking at his career totals, Harper carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike two swinging. Harper swings and sends the ball well hit out to right. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. Number 17 for him on the season as the Nationals strike first. It's 1-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As he'll take a look at his strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim, who was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jersey.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit on the ground out to short. There to field it is Tulowitzki. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, can we focus on something real quick? There's 3 of them out there. 3 gold gloves on the defensive side of the ball. That's just special right there. Look for some highlight reel plays in this one.
And the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. His history with Josh Tomlin, he's a .333 hitter. And they start him out away with a cold strike. Tomlin has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of the...
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Nationals do get a run on the Bryce Harper home run. We played 2. It's now 1-0 Washington. Old Glory blowing in the wind as we are back for the top of the 3rd from the home of the Nats. Here's D. Gordon now as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one.
Gordon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. One and 1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
1-1.
Chopped at the plate. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. In is Christian Yelich. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Heading for second is Yelich. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with one away. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the All-Star break. Riding in once again, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And that one is gone. A long two-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton, and even 30 home runs on the year. As the Marlins take the lead, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Standing in now, Justin Bour. And it's fouled away. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Still only one out in the inning. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The shortstop, number 2,
So bases are empty here with two gone. And danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. We play 2.5. 2-1 now, Miami. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. His history with Josh Tomlin, he's just 1 for 6.
Matt Wieters.
Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Wieters awaits the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Bour over to his left. One away. So one gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East. And you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Gio Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball, 1-0. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Realmuto is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 2-1. Digging in to try it again, Martin Prado, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Martin Prado.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Time now for the Nationals' Road to the Show report, as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Digging in for his second at-bat, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Nope. And a fastball just a bit high. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoked, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
Stepping in now, Rick Burks, as he grounds one briskly to short. The second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Marlins down quietly. They lead it 2-1. In now is Adam Eaton. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Adam Eaton.
The pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Strike 2. Line drive to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Popped him up. Prado has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Right fielder number 34. Right.
So 2 are gone now in the Nationals' 4th. And that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as the Nationals have battled back to tie this one at 2 apiece.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Nationals are able to tie things up on this solo home run. We're through 4, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Josh Tomlin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Here's D. Gordon now. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Harper has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
How about it?
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Christian Yelich, who came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Popped him up. Over to the left, but playable over in foul ground. And he's going to... Here's Michael Brantley as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike. Turner, base runner at first with 1 out. Turner's on his horse on his way to second. Pitch misses. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So they get a runner into scoring position now at second following the one-out stolen base. And as you see there, his total places him second on the Nationals in that category. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Wieters is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
No balls and one strike. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
The 0-2 once more is swung on and missed. Strike three. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Digging in and looking for more, Giancarlo Stanton. He's tasked with starting the Marlins sixth.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0. A curveball hit right back at him. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting.
Up next from Miami, Justin Bour. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
One and two now. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away.
Oh, look at this. He goes to first. It's in time. So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. A curveball that catches the inside corner. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Stanton is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Adam Eaton.
Ready once again, Adam Eaton. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
1-2 now to Adam Eaton. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance? Daniel Murphy. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Shoots this one over to first. Bohr is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Back here at Nationals Park, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Martin Prado now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Harper has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Marlins.
Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. The 0-1 on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Hard hit ball to second. Murphy's got it on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 10, Rick.
Stepping into the box, Rick Perks. A hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row. Bryce Harper will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Riding in once again, Ryan Zimmerman. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Under it now is Stanton to make the catch, and there are 2 away now.
Left fielder number
Digging in to try it again. Michael Brantley, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Two out, nobody on. A high fastball is in there.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet.
Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Now batting,
But speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ripped down the first base line. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The next 0-2 is up at the letters, but he gets the call. Strike 3. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. And here comes Dusty out toward home plate as it looks like we're going to see a double switch here. Sammy Solis is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch.
Number 38.
Michael Taylor will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
3, Michael Taylor.
Derek Fisher is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Just a tick behind for a strike. Solis playing here in his age 29 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
First pitch coming, here it is. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He's ready, here's the 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit in the air out to center field. Turner into shallow center. 1 out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christian Yelich. He got under one and popped out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. A tag for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2 and it gets him out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but Nick Wickren is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64.
Ready for another shot now. Matt Wieters. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Leading off for Washington.
In there, 0-1.
Captain, Matt Wieters. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Taylor.
In now for Washington, Michael Taylor, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Kyle Bearclaw comes in unexpectedly from the pen in relief of his injured teammate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-0 to the National center fielder, Bearclaw, or Bear for short. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off.
3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one on the corner.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. 0-1 the count. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. We've played 8 full, and we are tied 2-2. Ryan Madson will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half.
Ryan Madson.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Career numbers with Madson. He has 9 base hits in 31 tries. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Cut fastball, and it's by him, 1-1. Madson, 37 years old. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's the first pitch. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they've taken a 2-run lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The 1-2 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Base is empty here with nobody out. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. hard on the ground towards short. Oh, look at the sliding stop. He gathers the throw. Touche, sir.
The batter,
Martin Prado now. Career numbers with Madsen. He has 7 hits in 31 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Turner loves it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. Ready once again, JT Realmuto. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
0-1.
Pitch on the way. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals, and the Fish have taken a 4-2 lead. In now is Adam Eaton. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Elliot Sanchez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Drilled on the ground to short. Up with it now is Tulowitzki. And quickly there's 1 down to lead off the frame. Here's Daniel Murphy now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
It's really been an amazing transition for Daniel Murphy. Known more as an average type hitter, Matt, when he was a member of the New York Mets. But since he's put on a Nationals uniform, boy, the power surge has come, and it has not stopped.
Fielder number 34.
And now Bryce Harper. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Last strike now for the Nats. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
4-2 the final score today. The Marlins came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Kyle Barraclough wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Elliot Sanchez hammers down the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. A reminder that Green Line Metro trains are available at the Navy Yard station just north of the ballpark on N Street. Southbound service is also available at the Anacostia station just over the river. From there, transfer service to the blue, silver, and orange lines can be made at La Infant Plaza and red line service at Gallery Place, Chinatown. Also, free post-game Nats shuttle buses returning to RFK Stadium parking lot are available on M Street by way of Tingley Street.